Hello everyone, I'm Alex. It must have gone through all of our heads at some point to have our own business. But even if it didn't, don't worry, it's not too late. We're lucky because entrepreneurs like Gary Vee have mastered one of the first lessons of productive business. Lesson number 1, and you may have heard this many times before, it needs to be simple. Most startups tend to follow this rule in the beginning and stray away from it in time. Starting a small business venture with modest goals is just as easy as starting a small business venture with big goals. The only difference is that if you go with the latter, you allow yourself more room for growth and positivity. On the other hand, if you go for a modest outcome, you're already looking for less. Gary is planning on buying the jets at some point. Some may think that this is a goal that is way too big, but the philosophy behind it is simple. He doesn't want to buy the jets because he wants to be the owner of a sports team. He wants to buy the jets because he knows he can use a brand and the latent marketing to grow the company and then sell the team to another person or business holding. That is the kind of simple and big business creativity you need to master when contemplating startup ideas. Remember, simple ideas succeed and complicated concepts end up down the drain. Your idea needs to provide a solution. Don't be one of those guys that starts building something no one wants. The perfect startup idea needs to provide a solution people need, or better yet, a solution people did not even know they needed. Your best bet is to concentrate on finding a solution that a number of people need to use in high volume. Think sales volume for Wilson tennis shoes versus Nike lifestyle sneakers. There is no direct competition between the two, as Wilson sells and markets its products to a specific niche. You need to build your initial startup offering taking into account that it needs to provide a solution, but one that is easily marketed and has at the very least a very specialized group of people. They are going to use your products over others specifically because they feel that your product focuses on their specific needs. After that, you can take it from there. After all, even Facebook started as a campus network. Understand that your idea is as good as the solution it provides. Be efficient. Creativity and efficiency are not the best duo when it comes to developing your startup. Often, people tend to focus too much on the idea and less on the implementation part, leaving out key details that can destroy a great concept. The first step to being efficient is to not reinvent the wheel. Of course, we all want to be the masterminds behind that one truly revolutionary breakthrough. But you must keep in mind that all the great startups have utilized ideas that were already on the market. Being efficient means using the resources that are already available and combining them into a new product or service. Secondly, committing yourself too much to your idea is great, but it isn't efficient. The efficient way is to always be on the lookout for people that do similar things, learn from them, and always be ready to change or completely overhaul the general concept. That will make your startup work more flexible and more in tune with the fast and ever-changing business environment. Efficiency will be the fuel your startup needs to grow and run. Make sure you never run out of it. Like all aspiring entrepreneurs, you should direct your efforts towards focusing on very specific targets during your quest for the best startup idea. That may sound a little confining, but it isn't. It simply means to start focusing on the bigger picture and getting a better understanding of your endgame. Think about this. We've all had our fair share of ideas that we're absolutely positive will be insanely popular, yet none of us invented Tesla. According to Gary, there is one thing we can blame for this: not recognizing you have a winner because you were so mixed up with what everybody else was doing. You need to lock out the negative influences and concentrate on the very core of your idea and on the best way to make it explode into taking over the market. You may be fooled into thinking that the best startup ideas were developed and implemented by a sole maverick genius that took on the world. Things cannot be further away from the truth. If you want to light up the world with your startup idea, you must take into account that doing it on your own is not hard, it is impossible. There is no sector in which your business plans on operating where you will be able to do things on your own and you won't need any help. Professionals will not only add new dimension to your idea, but also help you smooth out all the edges before you can present it to the world. According to Gary, there are at least 4 people any startup needs. The first one is a person that can do the numbers, because you obviously need some kind of financial professional that can guide you through the economical implications of your idea. The second one is one that can understand the design aspect. A good, fresh, and modern design will not only help you with your efforts to present your idea to the world, but it will build trust between you and your clients. The third one is someone who can provide video content. Video content is paramount if you want to turn your idea into a winner. Imagine having no video support while trying to pitch your startup looking for a way to finance it. And the fourth one is someone who can write. Sending the right message is part of every startup success story. Writers are expendable, but the message is not. It doesn't matter if these people are your employees, partners, or just project-based collaborators. What does matter is that you can't bring your startup to market without them. If you think that your idea is going to bring you success, you need to work with successful-minded people. Find your vision following these tips from successful entrepreneurs like Gary Vee. But remember, they mean nothing without your creativity, well-balanced persona, and charisma. Just make sure you concentrate your efforts on things that could spell new dawn. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you next video.